This is a demo of our ProPokerLog application for the iPhone and iPod Touch, created by Deep Powder Software. It is a great way to keep track of your poker sessions and analyze your play. First, let's open up the application. What you can see on the screen are all the poker sessions in my log. At the top of each line in big letters, you can see the date and what session of the day it was. For example, on the 16th of September, you can see I played in 3 different poker games. Each one of the 3 games are listed by the order of when I played in that game. Beneath each session in blue is what type of game I was playing, followed by the amount of money I won or lost in that game. If the amount of money is in brackets, that means I took a loss for that game. To view a session, just touch one of the sessions. You can easily see where the location you played at was, what type of game you played, the time you started playing, the time you stopped playing, what the blinds were, what the rake or the tournament fee was, how much you bought in for, how much money you left the table with, what the net amount you won or lost was, and what notes you took for this session. If you want to edit this session, just touch the Edit button in the top right-hand corner of the screen. Or, if you are done viewing the session, just select the Back button to get back to the session's main screen. To add a session, just touch the plus button in the top right-hand corner of the screen. As you can see in the first line next to date, it automatically is defaulted to today's date. If you would like to change the date, just click in the white box next to date. Then, just use the picker to select the day you want. When you are done, just select the Save button in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. The next line is for the location of the game you played. In this box, you can type anything you want. So let's say I was playing in a home game at my friend Dan's house. I would just type in Dan's home game, then select the Done button at the bottom of the screen. The next box is for the type of game I was playing. The picker on the left gives me choices of the game I was playing, and the picker on the right tells me the table limits I was playing. Once you have selected the game you want, just touch the Save button in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. The next 2 boxes are for the time you started playing and the time you stopped playing. Just use the picker to pick what your starting time was, then click Save. Then, if you click in the Time Out box, once again use the picker, pick the time you stopped playing, and click Save. The next box is for the blinds you were playing for. Just click in the box marked Small. Then use the picker to pick what the small blind was, or you can touch one of the buttons underneath to move the dials for you. As you can see, the big blind box is already defaulted to double what you have chosen for the small blind. If you want to change the big blind, just click on the box and use the picker or the buttons to change it to a different amount. Just click Save when you are done. The rake fee selection allows you to either put in the amount of rake that the casino took or put in the fee that a tournament cost to buy into. Since in my example I am playing a home game, I will just leave that box blank. Next, you have the buy-in and buy-out amounts. Just use the pickers like before to select how much money you bought in for and how much money you left the table with. So let's just say I bought in for $60. I would just touch the $50 shortcut button, then move the dial up one place. As you can see in the net bar in red, it is already figured out I am down $60. This is because I have not filled in the buyout box yet. The brackets around the dollar amount mean that it is a loss of $60. But let's just say I left the table with $200. Click in the buyout box window and use the picker or the shortcut buttons to pick $200. Now the box has automatically figured out that I won $140. The Notes button at the bottom gives you a place to take notes of a session you just played. So let's just say I figured out a tell from my friend Jake. He tends to talk a lot when he has a big hand. I want to remember this for the future, so I will click on the Notes window at the bottom and type in something like, Jake has a big hand when he talks a lot. Then click the Done button in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. Then click Save. Once you have all the fields filled out, just select the Save button at the top of the screen. As you can see, the latest session I put in is at the bottom and is labeled as the 4th session I have played in that day. If I want to edit that session, just touch on the session to view it. Then touch the Edit button in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. After you have edited it, just click Save to keep the changes you made, or press Cancel to erase the changes you made. Then press the Back button to get back to the session's main page. To delete a session, just swipe your finger across the bar till the Delete shows up and then touch the red Delete button. Then, in the blue pop-up box, you can either cancel your delete or confirm your deletion.